The meeting is now called to order. Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mrs. Becker.
I'm here.
Mr. Cancro.
Here.
Mrs. Chu.
Here.
Mr. Hong. Mrs. Lax.
Here.
Mrs. Reese.
Here.
Mr. Seeler.
Here.
Mrs. Shaw.
Here.
President Simmons.
Here, we have a quorum. Please rise to salute the flag. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed and acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act, the East Brunswick Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted at the board offices located at 760 Route 18, East Brunswick, New Jersey. Written notice was also provided to the Sentinel, the Newark Star Ledger, the Home News and Tribune, and the Municipal Clerk of East Brunswick. All Board of Education meetings, with the exception of executive session discussions, are videotaped for later broadcast. It is the policy of the Board of Education that videotape meetings are not edited for any purpose. Individuals who speak at the board's public meetings should be aware of these videotaping rules. And good evening, everyone. We will begin with the superintendent's report. Dr. Bolesky.
Thank you, President Simmons. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to Todd Simmons, Lori Lax, and Susanna Chu for their re-election to the Board of Education. The artwork on display in the boardroom this evening was created by the students at Frost School. The art teachers of these talented students are Sylvia Rosenberg and Angela Karakoglu. Loretta Payette is the principal. On Monday, November 6th, staff members participated in a full-day staff development day. In our efforts to ensure the district is future-ready, all classroom teachers participated in professional development about how to integrate technology into instruction. The professional development was facilitated by our best resources, teachers and administrators from all across our schools. We also had presentations led by experts in the fields for small groups, including child study teams, bus drivers, and school nurses. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the parents who visited their child's school for American Education Week this past Tuesday. Parents were able to see firsthand the high-quality teaching provided by our talented teachers and supported by our innovative administrators. On Tuesday, we had our first signing day of the year. During this early commitment day, EBHS has 8 student athletes committed to participate at the college level. 4 of these 8 will be competing at the Division I level. We wish them the best of luck and appreciate them sharing our East Brunswick excellence at the next level, one of which includes the University of Delaware. I just thought I'd mention that.
Tell everyone why.
That's Division One?
It is now for some sports, yes. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Shaw.
It's FCS in football.
On Tuesday evening, I'm moving on. On Tuesday evening, we hosted our first parent university of the school year, supporting students' social and emotional well-being. The fair-style event allowed parents to visit different tables to learn more about topics of interest, including managing playground conflict, mentoring programs, sources of strength, social media, and much more. Thank you to the district counselors, student assistant specialists, and teachers who facilitated each station. Irwin School recently held a Diversity Day. Students and their families created a flag that represented their cultural identity. Donations from Home Depot and Lowe's gave flag-bearer flagpoles to each flag to be flown. Lessons on cultural sensitivity and inclusiveness were done with Mrs. Chmielewicz in each classroom. A parade of nations with cultural music, international clothing, and diversity spiritwear were on display. Parents, administrators, community members, and well-wishers came to watch the parade, which culminated in a spirited assembly where students flew their flags and celebrated the multicultural community of Irwin School. This new event was such a success that students have already started talking about what they will do next year. Today, it was an honor to attend the Memorial School Veterans Day Assembly. Students gathered as a school community to thank our local veterans from VFW Post 133, as well as family members who have served our country. At the conclusion of the assembly, student council representatives presented our veterans with donations the students of Memorial School have collected in the recent weeks. Mrs. Jones, principal of Memorial School, and teachers Morgan Ramba and Lauren Calderon did a wonderful job with this program. And I have to give special thanks to our own Lori Lax, who helps coordinate this as part of the PTA. It's a very significant event, and as a veteran, I certainly appreciate the honor today, but most importantly, the gentlemen on that stage that really, really appreciated it were those who have not been connected with schools and just loved seeing the students and how they engaged them today and honored them, so that was very nice. Thank you. The high school fall drama production of Still Life with Iris will run Friday, November 17th and Saturday, November 18th, starting at 7 p.m. in the high school auditorium. On Sunday, November 19th, the show will start at 3 p.m. Tickets can be purchased online at ebhsdrama.org, and I just checked today, and they are still available. First quarter report cards can be viewed online through Parent Access on Monday, November 27th. Hard copies will be made available upon request for anyone without internet access. And I would just like to remind everyone that Wednesday, November 22nd, is a single session day. Lunch will be served for grades kindergarten through 7. Schools will be closed on Thursday, November 23rd, and Friday, November 24th, in celebration of Thanksgiving. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everyone a safe and wonderful holiday. Thank you.
Thank you. That whole Thanksgiving thing kind of came up quick.
It did. It's early this year.
It is. All right. Next is the good of the cause, where members of the community are invited to express themselves on school-related matters of concern. Please remember, this is a televised meeting. Folks' comments are limited to 5 minutes. To protect the privacy of all students and staff, please bring your individual issues first to the appropriate administrative staff before addressing at the public meeting. Anyone wish to address the board? Good evening. Please state your name and address for the record. Please come to the podium.
Yeah.
You will be videotaped, and we'll hear you even better from that microphone right there.
I want to object on a report that was given to me today.
Excuse me, your name?
Your name and address,
Oh,
please.
my name is Stephen Conradi, 21 South Drive, East Brunswick, New Jersey.
Thank you.
I was given a report today about my son, which I went through and realized it's incomplete.
Let me just, I'm going to ask you if you could first, it sounds like an administrative issue. Let me do this, because we don't want to usually use this forum to talk about your children.
Yeah.
What I might do is I'm going to call recess in a few minutes,
Oh, okay.
and we'll connect you with the right folks. Dr. Boley, if you could assist in getting you the right administrators?
Well, I just want to make sure that it doesn't get rubber stamped today.
Mrs. Boley will,
Before.
yeah, Mrs. Boley will connect you with the right people. I just want to make sure you take this offline first.
Okay.
We'll get you the right people, and then
But no motion will be passed on?
we wouldn't be doing anything here, no.
Okay.
You may,
Well-
depending on what the item is.
We'll call a recess and we can talk
Yeah,
about it first.
yeah.
We'll call a recess and then before we do anything.
Okay.
All right, and then we can chat offline. I don't want you to have to bring that up at the
Oh,
public
okay.
meeting.
All right.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Anyone else wish to address the board? All right, seeing none, I will close the public portion and we'll call a 3-minute recess, if that's all right, everybody? Okay? Thanks. All right, we are back in session. I'm going to combine our items on the agenda. Is there anything in the agenda this evening that needs to be separated?
Just, President Simmons, if I could, you're going to be acting on approving the statement of assurance for our CUSAC. We have a revised sheet just on the comments section. We're not changing the rating that was in the packet that you received with my board mailing. It's just that we modified the comment, and I'm giving copies to the board just so you can take a look at it, just so we're in compliance with the law.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. All right. Okay, so may I have a motion for this evening's agenda items, and we will say that will be from the Board of Education items through the Transportation Services items.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Becker, second by Mrs. Shaw. Is there any discussion? Will the Secretary please call the vote?
Mrs. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Cancro?
Yes.
Mrs. Chu?
Yes.
Mrs. Lax?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Seeler?
Yes.
Mrs. Shaw?
Yes.
President Simmons?
Yes, motion carries. We have no old business. Are there any committee reports, information items?
Oh.
I'm going to start with the high school first, that's all right? The high school, and then Mrs. Becker.
Next week, the National Honor Society will be hosting a Powder Puff football game and a bonfire. These are events that I've mentioned before early on in the year that they were planning, and now they're finally here. So these are going to be district-wide events next Tuesday that will bring our students together to have a great time. Our Model UN Club is gearing up to compete at Rutgers Model UN soon in the hopes of maintaining their streak of winning a school-wide award for years. Similarly, our FBLA Club is preparing to compete in their regionals competition, where students will be tested on their business and math knowledge. At the high school, the EBHS One Cup was recently awarded. This is an award given to a club or organization that has done an exceptional job of uniting our students and promoting our school message. We are EB, we are one. The EBHS One Cup went out to Student Council for their efforts in Spirit Week as well as door decorating, where our students are currently decorating our classroom doors, bless you, for the holidays and competing with each other. Specifically for the seniors, the early college application deadline recently passed, so our seniors are a bit more relieved now. Now it's just a matter of time before our college decisions come out, and we're hoping for the best. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mrs. Becker.
I had the pleasure, it was a real treat, to attend the Lawrence Brook School PTA meeting Monday night, and I got some great feedback from the parents, which I wanted to share with the board. They are very supportive of everything we're doing. They had a lot of questions about the foreign language program and where it was going in elementary school. And they were also, a lot of parents raised concerns about the transition from 5th to 6th grade. And they were very happy to hear that that is one of our goals that we've given Dr. Valesky this year. So I would like to request at some point, maybe towards the end of the year, that you really give us an update for the public to really understand, you know, what we're trying to do to help the transition. And they provided a lot of really good feedback. They also let me know that, you know, the PTAs, when they raise money and they want to provide a gift for the school, they have to donate, they have to submit it as a gift to the district. The board approves it. We often see that on our agendas. They had wanted, whatever they had wanted to buy last year, they were working with several approved vendors provided to them by the district. And they had a lot of trouble dealing with the vendors. So I suggested to Dr. Valesky that I think that we should probably think about offering a little more help in helping the PTAs navigate what could be a kind of confusing system for them if they're dealing with, you know, a state-approved vendor, for instance. So I think that I would just like to see some more communication with them and help when they come up against these situations. I just want to thank them again for having me.
Great. Mrs. Lax.
I actually, since we did this so quickly, the gift from Frost Elementary School, which thank you to the Frost PTA, this is a very exciting gift. The $13,785 for flexible seating options, which I know is such a big thing now. And I apologize because I probably should have asked this question. I wanted to say thank you, but I was curious. It says it's going to be on a rotating basis between grades K through 5, Bernie. Is it something where every classroom is going to be getting this, or is it going to be in certain classrooms, certain grades at a time? I'm very in favor of this, and I think this is wonderful. I just wanted to know,
I couldn't say, not
No,
right
I
off
know.
the top of my head, no.
because I don't know, honestly, what
Yeah, I-
$13,000 buys this.
I
these
don't
days.
recall either from the grant application. We could look at it, though, and report back to the board.
Be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah, my interpretation reading it was I assumed they were moving it classroom to classroom.
Yeah, that's what I do
That's how I read
too.
it, but-
Dr.
what I
Boley
do
is
too.
shaking her head,
Yeah,
confirming.
The options are rotating, so they be choice available.
Okay. Does that answer your question, Mrs. Lyons?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I just wanted to reiterate to thank the PTA. I mean, that's a big sum of money, and they work very hard for that. And I thank Jamie Watson and the president of Forest PTA and all the PTAs in the district because they all give a lot to the schools and make a lot of things possible that otherwise we couldn't have.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they're important new furniture that we're seeing in a lot of places now, so it's kind of cool.
Helps a lot
Timely.
of kids. Thank
Good.
you.
Anyone else? Okay.
Okay, then.
Go ahead.
Then I'm going to thank Dr. Valesky again for coming out to Memorial's
Oh, my pleasure.
Veterans Day Assembly this morning, as well as this year, we were very lucky to have Mary Shaw, Lee Wu, who is not here, and.
Oh,
he's here!
Snuck in, yeah.
He had to work late because of this. Yes, I didn't see him sneak in. Lee Wu and Barbara Reese came out this morning, and for all of you that missed it, because I've been talking about it for years, they can tell you it was a wonderful event. And really what makes it is what Dr. Valesky said, the children, 570 children sat in that auditorium and gave an unbelievable amount of attention to the gentleman on the stage. And it's a beautiful back and forth between the kids. The kids are thrilled to be learning about it. They're very happy to see the veterans. It's really nice when we have the children of the school have a veteran being honored there today. They give the certificate to their relative, which is a very poignant thing. And then hearing from someone like the gentleman that came today with his service dog about the realities of coming back from serving and the post-traumatic stress. And, you know, it really puts in perspective for these people what they do, what veterans and what our servicemen and women are doing to keep us safe here at home. And it's a beautiful way to honor them. And as I said, I look out and you see the 500 kids, and you know, some of those people are going to serve our country one day. Some of those little girls and boys are going to grow up to be just like, you know, Dr. Valesky and these brave men and women that come year after year and share their stories with us and be part of it. So thank you.
Thanks.
I was happy to be there as a PTA person, as a board member, as a parent, and as just, I guess, an American. It was a really very near and dear to my heart, this assembly. So thank you for those who came and shared in it, and to the rest of you, hopefully you'll get to see it, and to Dr. Valesky and your father, because we always make sure we recognize his father as a veteran as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, on so many levels. Thank you.
It was remarkable. Very awesome job.
It was, I've never been, and it was a beautiful, beautiful day.
Beautiful.
All right. Anyone else? Okay, we have a need for closed session, and the closed session items are outlined in the printed agenda. So may I have a motion for the closed session for the reasons stated in the printed agenda?
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Mrs. Becker, second by Mrs. Shaw. Is there any discussion? Just a reminder, we may go back into open session, depending. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.